Hi guys, so I've been receiving a lot of questions on Instagram and I do not know how to answer each one of you because there are a lot of questions. So I was thinking that I'll go question by question in this video so that I can answer maximum questions to you guys and so that it's more clear. So let me go one by one. I'm going to see all the requests that have come to me. So I'm going to go through all the requests. Okay. So there are a lot of people who have thanked me for making Met videos, and I promised to you that I would continue to make more videos on navigation for sure. It's going to take a little time since I'm also doing a lot on the side. I'm studying, I'm flying, so I don't get enough time to make proper videos. Okay, so the first question that has come here in my request is total how much you spent to become a pilot. So I've already made a lot of episodes on my journey, so it's already there, but I'll still give you an idea. So I did my CPL in 2023. At that time the cost was very different in India, and at that time I had paid around 33 lakhs for my CPL, and then I got selected in Indigo through their vacancy and cleared all the rounds, and then I went for my type rating where I paid close to 25 lakhs. It was total, I would say somewhere close to 65 lakhs was what was the total amount, including everything that I had paid. This was in 2023. The costs have increased. It's become a little more expensive. The school that was charging 33 at that time is charging now close to 50 lakhs. So now you would have to do your own research on how much the cost is. You can call all the schools, you can figure out the cost. It's not a difficult thing to do. A lot of people have told me that I wanted a hi sister, I want some help and advice for you from you. Sorry, I want your consultation for sure to join the best training academy and let me know. Okay, so by training academy, I've made a very important reel. Again, how to choose your flying school. So what I did while choosing was, since I wanted to do it from India, so first you need to know the location that you would want to do it from. If you're planning to do it in India, search all the flying schools, read all the reviews that are there, then go to the school, see the ground reality, see how many aircraft they have, what are the reviews from the students. Definitely ask at least 15 to 20 students about the school, how things are there, and then finalize, because choosing a school will make a lot of difference. So cost, the number of aircrafts, the instructors, the reviews from the students, facilities that they are providing. If everything goes well, then go for it. And a lot of people are asking me that do you really think that there would be a lot of need for pilots or not? Let us know. So yes, of course there's a lot of need for pilots, and then there are people also who have messaged me saying that there are a lot of surplus pilots. So is it a good idea to do CPL? So I would want to say that in all professions, be it engineers, be it doctors, be it lawyers, be it pilots, be it any profession that you would want to go for, a lot of people are already there. There are all colleges, so many engineers are there, so many doctors are there, so supply will always be in surplus. What you need to do is you need to work really hard so that you clear the exam, you clear all the rounds, and you get selected. So that is where you need to differentiate yourself from. So you need to work really hard. So yes, though there is demand, yes, there is surplus in supply, yes, there is a lot of pilots are there, but should I become a pilot or not, that depends on you. Would you want to work that hard so that you clear the exam and you beat the other people to enter the industry? Okay. The next question is, hello, I am from Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh, and I have to talk something aviation field. I'm in 12th, wants to become. Okay, so a lot of people have messaged me without their questions. So I would recommend, if anybody is messaging me, please don't send me a hi, what is up, I have a doubt. Don't do this. What you can do is write one big message where you can explain who you are, where are you from, what class, what college, what age, what are you doing as of now, and what you want to do. And if you want to become a pilot, what are your doubts? Write it down, write them down. So a lot of people have sent me proper messages, I have replied to them. People have sent me, hi, I have a doubt, I have not replied, because I have like tons of messages like that. So I would recommend, if you really want an answer from me, please write a proper message explaining everything so that I can also reply to you guys. So a lot of people are like, hi captain, I need help, message me. So don't do that, please. That's not easy for me to answer. Okay, so were you scared that what if there is no hiring? Because I'm hearing people have to wait for years, but I am not sure how true it is. Okay, this is true. So vacancies do come. Like this year, there was no vacancy, but there were 3 vacancies before, 4 vacancies before in 2024. And so I think, yes, vacancies do come. Aviation sector is growing. It is going to hire, all the airlines are going to hire pilots for sure. but will there be waiting? So if you don't clear the exam, if you do not get into the first round or all the rounds you do not clear at all, then of course there will be waiting. Sometimes the waiting is for 6 months, sometimes the waiting is for 1 year. So I would suggest work really hard so that you clear in the first attempt. Secondly, even after getting selected to finally get inducted in a batch in any of the airlines, it takes time. So there's once you do your type rating, then your license needs to get endorsed with that. So for example, if you're doing type rating in Airbus or you're doing type rating in Boeing, so all these aircraft that you're going to get type rated on, so that needs to endorse in your license, which takes approximately 1 to 2 months. After that get endorsed, then you have to start your journey in the airline in a batch, which takes time. It's all demand and supply. Sometimes it's within a 6 month period, sometimes it takes even a year, sometimes it takes even more. Like in COVID, it took a lot more waiting, right? So it all is all dependent on supply and demand. So I would recommend that once you're selected, if you think the waiting time is more, do something by that time. You can do a lot. There are a lot of options that you can choose from. You could teach CBL subjects, you could be an instructor. So there's this person, Divyang Chauhan. So he has written, she is written, there's somebody else from, I'm planning to become a pilot. I have few questions. I was hoping to get some guidance. Again, I would say that please write your questions that you have, because I cannot reply, okay, go ahead, for everybody. There are a lot of people who are messaging me. So please write your questions, write your doubts so that I can answer to them directly. And a lot of people have said, written that you're an inspiration and all of that. Thank you so much for all the love that I've got. Okay. Hey, this is such a beautiful moment. Congrats. Thank you so much. Okay, this is not a question. आप कौन से एयरपोर्ट में काम करते हो? I mean, I work in all airports, so there is no particular airport that I work from. I fly all over India. Okay. Okay, then there is, are you married? Okay, that's not a relevant question. Doesn't matter. Let's go ahead. Can you tell me how a married woman make her career in airlines? It depends on how much you want to work for it. There is a lot of people who are married. A lot of people, I have done my commercial pilot license training with people who had kids. So there are fathers, there are mothers, they're all doing it. So it depends on how determined you are, how much you want to give in, and how much you want to do it. So that really matters, because aviation needs a lot of patience. It's not a thing that you do it today and you get a job tomorrow. It requires a lot of patience. There's a lot of things that you would want to go, you'll actually go through. There are exams, there's training, there's a lot of waiting. So if you're determined enough to do it, you want to spend that much money to be a part of aviation, then go for it. Doesn't matter if you're married or if you have a child. Age does matter at a time. So for example, initial airlines have a age criteria. So I think if you are less than 35 and 38 age for at least Indigo as of now that I know, I'm not really sure, you will have to go to the website and check. So you can apply for Air India is also somewhere close to 32 years of age. So that you could check on the websites, go to their eligibility criteria, you will see the age criteria as well. Okay. Okay, regarding your lectures on YouTube, the first 6 videos of MET states only ATPL. So can CPL students also refer to that? Yes. So I have put code words like ATPL, CPL. It's for everybody. So the syllabus does not change. If you're giving a CPL exam, the syllabus is the same. If you're giving ATPL exam, the syllabus is the same. The only difference is for the CPL, you need to go to do IC Joshi completely all the questions. For ATPL, do refer to Oxford back questions also. During CPL also, if you're doing Oxford questions, it's a good thing, but do not miss on IC Joshi. But for ATPL exams, do IC Joshi, do Oxford, and there's an EATPL website. Do all the question bank from there. Hello, ma'am. I had some questions about picking aviation as a career. It's a bit complicated for me because I am not a young person at 30 years old. So 30 years is a good age to start. It's not a bad age. It all depends on how fast you are able to do it. So probably by 32, 33, you should be ready for an airline, and 33 is not a bad age. You can definitely go and do it. A lot of people have started their careers at 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. So I don't think age is an issue. At least 30 is not. Okay, hello ma'am, I had some questions. Okay, done. No question is there. Can you help me? I have doubt. I am currently in 11th and I really want to become, if you're in 11th and you want to become a pilot, make sure that you have science. You need physics and maths as of now. So you should make sure that you have science. And after 12th, if you don't want to go for graduation, you directly want to go choose a flying school, go for it, do your medicals, apply for computer number. You will have to give your DGCA exams, and then you can start your journey as a pilot in flying. Can I start my pilot training after 25 years of my age? Got my computer number, but waiting for financial stability. Could you give me some tips? Okay. So 25 again is a good age to start. It's not a bad age. In fact, you have enough time to start now. 25 is a very good age to start. A lot of people have started approximately close to 23, 24, 25 because a lot of pilots that I have seen have done their graduation too. So they are close to 23, 24. So that's a good age to start. And for financial stability, okay, money is really important because you're going to spend a lot of money. So definitely make sure that you're financially stable. You have what you are going to invest. I personally wouldn't recommend anybody taking a huge amount of loan or 70, 80 lakhs. It doesn't make sense. It's not that worth it because EMI would be very high and then it will be a problem and a burden. So 30, I've seen people taking 30 to 35 lakhs education loan, which is still doable, but I personally wouldn't recommend anybody taking an 80 or a 90 lakh rupees loan. Through general vacancy, CPL vacancy, or there is a different process since you were a 60 staff? Yes, I was a cabin crew already in Indigo. So in Indigo, if you're an employee, you do get an option to apply into internal vacancy. There are certain requirements that you need to have certain number of years in the company to be able to apply to the internal vacancy. So these internal vacancies are in all airlines. It's not just one airline, it's every airline. All companies provide some benefits to their employees so that their employees can grow forward. So there is benefits for the employee, there are benefits for the employee family members and all. So yes, there is an internal vacancy that does come in. So the competition is relatively less is what I know. However, the exam is not easy, the selection process is not easy, and it's not like you, if you are an internal employee, you would clear and you will get through. A lot of people have got rejected as well. So you still have to work hard for it. Okay. Hi, ma'am. My name is so and so, and I'm Man's admiration. Okay, my father is strongly encouraging me to pursue engineering as a path I'm not personally interested in, and that I feel would take me further away from my true passion. I want to become a pilot. Okay, so the person is saying that should I go for my graduation or not? My personal recommendation is it's not a bad thing to have a degree, be it any degree. It could be something that you would want to do side by side while flying. So what you can do is you can join a CPL school, you can start your flying, and you could give exams of your graduation. So having a degree is never a waste, because in future, if you want to do something in future and something, God forbid, you don't get a job, or maybe something goes wrong that you're not medically fit. So if you have a graduation, then you can go for a post graduation directly, or you could apply places too. So I think having a degree is not a bad idea. Parents have in India, there's a mentality that degree matters a lot. So I think you could do it side by side by open schooling. That is what I could recommend if you don't want to go for a full time college. Okay, I will be starting navigation video, so I'm waiting for it. Okay, I'll be starting that soon, don't worry. Okay, I am currently in selection process for Indigo Cadet. My group discussion is in 5 days. Can you help me last? So group discussions are basically very simple. So what actually airlines are really looking group discussion is how you are, how your body language is, how you're talking, how you are as a person. So they are basically trying to judge your personality on the basis of discussion that is happening. So I think having a positive attitude, understanding leadership skills, if somebody is speaking, not cutting them off, and trying to add your points and not fighting and debating. It's not a debate competition, it's a discussion. So they want to see how you are as a person, what qualities a pilot needs to have. Do you have those qualities? So if you can work on that, I don't think there is an issue at all. Okay. Ground, nowadays people got all the information, the aviation job won't feel the same. Okay, I don't know what is it. It's not looking like a question to me. Which school in India? Ma'am, I've done my CPL from Kanpur. There is only one school. You can go and research on that. I've been checking your videos from the past few weeks and have a lot of questions in mind, but then there are no questions. So please write your questions so that I can answer to them. I'm a final year BTech student who wants to pursue in being a pilot. Is cadet better or conventional? How much will it take for me to be a pilot if I choose a conventional, and how much to do if I do a cadet? Okay. This question I think a lot of people have asked. So I think there are a lot of differences between doing it from conventional school and doing it from a cadet. And the major difference is in the cost. The reason I couldn't go for cadet of any of the airlines because it was way too expensive for me to invest. So I think first you need to see the finances, very important, because I personally wouldn't recommend anybody taking a very huge amount of loan. But if you really want to look into, so compare the prices. If you think you can afford a cadet program, it's not a bad choice, you can go for it. Nothing is bad, even conventional is good, cadet is good. So in conventional, if you go, you have to, after doing CPL, you have to give an airline written exam, you have to go through all the rounds, you have to get selected, then go for type rating, come back, get inducted and all of that. So that written exam and all that clearances that you need would be there. Vacancy ke liye jo waiting hai, that will be there. So all of that comes in conventional. But again, if you're working hard, if you know your thing well, and if you think that you can clear it on your own, I think you will save a lot of money there. And cadet is not a bad option at all. The only major difference is the cost. So if you can afford it, go for it. There is nothing wrong in it. If you think that you're stretching too much, because it's the amounts are really high, so it goes approximately close to 1 cr to 1 cr 40 lakhs as well. Depends on where the airline is sending you for your CPL or for your type rating. So if it's that expensive and you cannot afford it, then please don't push yourself and take a loan of 80-90 lakhs. It's not advisable. Trust me, the EMI will start very soon, before you actually get your salary. You know, your salary starts before that, long back your EMI starts. So it's a burden. So think before you invest. So I think that's the only major difference. So nothing is bad. It's all about the difference in how much you could, pay. Is there a scope of conventional now that there are so many cadet pilots? Yes. So conventional, the vacancies will come, airlines will hire. So even if there are a lot of cadet programs going on, that does not mean that somebody who's done from conventional will not get hired. So please work hard, do well, like preparation for your competitive exam, the written exam, interviews, so that you do it. Hi Joe, apologies in advance for this unsolicited text I happen to come across. I am Abhijit, traveler, entrepreneur, would love to connect and explore some common interest. Again, there is no question, just a message. Can you guide me to be a pilot? I have made a lot of episodes, so just go through them. I need to decide, should I start now or should I wait and earn some money and then start? How did you save? So I saved while working. I also invested in a lot of places. There are a lot of options to invest. That Okay, so these are all the questions that I could refer to. So I would suggest anybody who's messaging me to write a proper message with all the questions point by point, so that I can answer them either through my voice note, or I could create a video like this on YouTube and answer your all questions. So I hope this was helpful. And if you have more questions, you can either comment on the YouTube video, so that I can compile all the questions and then answer in my next video. I would love to do that. And even if you're sending me any message on Instagram, please go and write a proper message, and I would love to help you guys. All right, see you in my next video, and I'll be starting with navigation soon. I really hope that I'm able to do that very well and very soon. Thank you.